What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you how to clean and oil your K&N air filter. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stick around. You're going to want to watch this whole video. Okay, this process is going to work on any vehicle that has a K&N filter, whether it's the cone style or the panel filter. This car happens to be a 2009 Mini Cooper S, the panel filter. If you drive a Mini Cooper, check out my Facebook group. It's called Mini Cooper DIY. If you don't drive a Mini Cooper, obviously don't. But first step, you're going to go ahead and take the K&N Power Clean. I'll put a link to this in the description. If you buy the kit, you get a real small bottle of this. If you buy them separately, you get a good sized bottle of this. Buy the can separate, you just get more for less money. So I'll put a link in the description for these. But what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to spray it liberally. First you get your sprayer to work. There we go. So first you're going to take this and you're going to spray it liberally on your filter. You can wear gloves, oops, if you want. I'll just wash my hands. And you're going to spray both sides of the filter. Make sure you spray it, you've covered the whole surface with this. It's going to wick in a little bit too, but I'm just going to spray a little bit more just to make sure I got everything. Okay, and once this has been thoroughly covered with the cleaning solution, you're going to let this sit for 10 minutes. Don't let this cleaning solution dry on your filter, so only let it set for 10 minutes. Go ahead and set a timer. I won't make you watch me wait 10 minutes, but I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, so after 10 minutes, your filter, mine's still dripping, still wet. You're going to take a low pressure water source. I'm going to use this. Use just a regular garden hose. My garden hose adapter won't come off the end, so I'm just going to use it. But you're going to rinse from the clean side to the dirty side. The dirty side is going to be the side that the air is coming in from on your filter, no matter what kind of filter you have. So from the clean side, and the reason you do it this way is because you want to push the dirt out of the filter, not further into the filter. So you're just going to run the water over it. You can see that redness coming out. That's the old oil in the dirt. You're just going to rinse until it doesn't look like anything else is coming out. If you look, it was red when I started. It's now like a grayish color, or a silver color. So go ahead and shake it out now as best you can. And now you're going to wait until your air filter is fully dry before you do the next step, and just let it air dry. You can use like low pressure air if you have it. I don't have an air compressor or anything. Well, I do, but the fuse is out on it, and I live in the mountains, so I'm not going to go drive the 60-mile round trip to go get a fuse. Just let it air dry. That's what the directions say to do anyway. And once it's completely dry, we'll move on to the next step. But I won't make you wait. Again, I won't make you watch it dry. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and add, before I let this dry, if yours didn't come clean on the first attempt, just do the first step again. You can do it as many times as you want. It's not gonna hurt your filter. Just make sure it's clean, and then make sure you've rinsed out all the chemicals from the cleaning agent before you do the next step before you let it dry. So just make sure it's good and rinse. In fact, I'm going to rinse mine again right now before I let it dry. But do that, and then you'll be good. After, just make sure, like mine is still a little bit dirty, so I'm actually going to do that whole process another time. But I'm not going to make you watch. So just do that first process 2 or 3 times until it's clean. Okay, so it's the next day. I ended up going over that last step 3 times. I cleaned it 3 times to get all the gunk out of here. So now I've let it sit overnight to dry because it got late. I didn't have any light to film this. So now take your can of K&N oil filter oil. What you're going to do is you're going to hold this nozzle 3 inches away from these ridges, and you're going to hit all the ridges. You don't need to try to spray it down into the crease because you're going to hit the ridges on both sides, and then you're going to let it wick into the filter. So it's going to look like this. On one side, and then on the other side, you're going to do the same exact thing. See if I can get a better shot of this. Okay, now you're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. Just let the oil wick in. Then you should be ready to go. We'll see in 20 minutes. Okay, I let mine sit out on these blue shop towels just to kind of wick out some of the extra oil from when I first put it on the first side, you could see I was spraying a little slow. So I'm just gonna wick out as much as I can, just so I don't over oil the filter. It's a good idea just to make sure, because you're not gonna take out too much oil by doing this. But you will make sure that you don't have too much oil in your filter. So it's definitely a good idea. Okay, so after about 20 minutes of sitting on that rag, you can see it's pretty uniform. It doesn't appear to be over oiled or under. It's definitely not under oiled, but it doesn't appear to be over oiled either. So I'm confident running this on my car like this. Like I said earlier, I'll have a link in the description to everything you need to do this. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down and hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video.